Hi guys, before the episode starts, I just want to say that we are working on our sound and our quality every episode and plan to make it better than the last. Throughout this episode, you may hear bits that sound like popcorn. Don't worry, that's not really popcorn. It is something that we're working on and will be fixed by next episode. So grab your actual popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the episode of Kyle and Dominic with their special guest today. And fair warning, there is a bit of explicit language, so keep that in mind.
What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of DTG TV. I know we did this already, but that was just a little tease episode. You know, we had to give the community a little tease, but we got a special guest today. We wanted to start off the show with guests, anyways, so we are going to do that. We got my co-host Kyle. You know, the legend himself. Kyle, introduce yourself to the fans out there.
Kyle, the hockey legend that everybody talks about in the streets and all over the place.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. It doesn't get much better than this.
And then to my right, we got somebody who I, kind of grew up with a little bit in high school. And, he's got a story for himself, but, knowing him in high school, he was a great kid. Still a great dude now. And we're just reconnecting now, so it's nice. Always loved that. But Mr. Alberto Spinelli, is that how you say your last name, correct?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the fans out there.
What's up, guys? I am Alberto, a.k.a. Smalls.
Smalls.
Glad to be here. Can't thank you guys enough for this opportunity. Come on and share my story.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to have you and hear a little bit about you and learn about you and see where you're going from here.
Yeah, no, just some couple stories real quick before we get into everything. Me and Alberto used to go to McDowell High School together, and you remember pool class?
Oh.
Remember 9th grade? It was me, you, Joe, and a few other people who were in that pool class. That was day one stuff right there. And do you remember, was it Miss, who was our teacher? Kuhneman?
We had a few of them, yeah. It was
she was one of them.
Kuhneman, and then, who was the guy teacher?
Oh my gosh.
He was jacked for no reason.
Now you got me thinking. I do not remember that, but I was in a duck pond.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I got made fun of for it, but I didn't care because I'm still not a great swimmer, but I could swim. It's just the duck pond was the easiest route to an A+, and who wants to go to pole? Who wants to go to pole in school, you know?
Oh, yeah. We were lucky, though. We had it at the end of the day. We could go right from pool class. You'd go home.
Yeah, we didn't have to, sit there and sweat or, it be awkward and, all day. So, yeah, I guess you have a point there. But I do remember that class. I passed it. So, shout out Miss Kuhneman and the guy teacher. I wish I could remember the name. If you know, drop it in the comments.
That was the easiest A we ever got.
All right. So for our first topic today, the trade deadline, the NHL trade deadline is this Friday. So 2 days from now, this podcast will probably be out on Thursday. So you'll see this video 1 day in advance before the deadline. So hopefully some stuff just rallies around the league, but it's been quiet. So we're going to start with Robert Thomas, Jordan Kyrou, and Brady Tkachuk. We could throw Jason Robertson in that list for sure as potential trade deadline targets for buyers, sellers. It doesn't matter this year. This year is so weird. Kyle, what's your thoughts on St. Louis's little rebuild tool that they're going to do? And do you think they're going to ship off both Thomas and Jordan Kyrou?
I can definitely see him shipping off Thomas. I mean, Kyrou's always been solid throughout his whole career, so that's a tough one to sell off. But if they do, I mean, he's going to go to a team that's on fast track to the playoffs for sure. I mean, could always send him to the Washington Capitals too.
You know, the Capitals, that's all I hear from you, Kyle. Capitals, man. Give it a rest,
It's
bud.
America's team, all right? Red, white, and blue.
It's kind of true. Red, white, and blue colors. So, obviously, this is a big one that I wanted to catch up on. Obviously with the the Canadians and the Americans, Brady Tkachuk, and Austin Matthews even. They're both in Canadian markets, and both are getting a lot of backlash for what happened. And I'm not going to get into that part, but what I'm going to get into is the disrespect that these American players are getting when they're the face of your Canadian team. So that's what I don't get, especially Matthews. Matthews is the second best goal scorer in history, in my opinion, behind Alex Ovechkin. I got you, Kyle.
Definitely behind Alex Ovechkin.
But yeah, I'm confused on why they're getting the disrespect, and it's gonna hurt you guys. You know, I know Marner hurt you guys. Look where you are. But what I'm saying is, when Matthews leaves, you guys are gonna feel that. Like, obviously the dude can win. You saw it at the highest stage of hockey possible. You know, what do you think?
I think wherever these guys are playing, I think as long as they continue to put scoring goals and put the team on their back as their main focus, I don't see them having any problems.
So with the Matthews situation, it's more of like, he's probably one of the best players to come to Toronto, honestly. And he had a slow start to the season, and the Toronto media is rough, dude. Like, Phil Kessel, who else was there? Austin Matthews, who else?
That's
Mitch
hot
Marner.
dog Kessel to you.
Hot dog. Hey, he's a 3-time Stanley Cup champion, so put some respect on
I
his
heard
name.
he was going to challenge Joey Chestnut next year for the
Joey?
hot dog eating contest.
Joey Chestnut versus Phil Kessel. Imagine that.
Dude, I'd have to go Kessel all day.
Joey Chestnut, man, though. Phil the Thrill. Saturday Night Live. You know? Another name, Jason Robertson, from the Dallas Stars. There was rumors that he was going to be traded for Brady Tkachuk in a little American deal there, but that's the rumor, and you can already tell by the Brady interviews that he wants out. You can't hide it anymore. Like, the more the Canadian media bashes him, it's like, and he's American, like, he feels like he's targeted 24/7. So why would you want to play in that market?
I can imagine being in that market is not very easy for Americans right now, especially after the way the Olympics just played out.
Back to Brady, it's like, wherever he goes, he's gonna be a force and a half, especially after the gold medal. Like, he's a great player, both Tkachuks, and it's sad that the hate that they get, or it's life. But anyways, we're moving on to a little bit of a Devils little segment here. So Dougie Hamilton, Simone Nemec, and Jesper Bratt. So Jesper Bratt's probably the one who's not going to move, but he's one of those players, like, I love the guy, but, like, we need a change. We need a change up front, and if it means bringing in one of Robertson or Brady Tkachuk, so means do it. There was rumors that Simone Nemec was going to be traded soon. Tom Fitzgerald from the Devils. I don't know what he's doing, what he's been doing. Losing out on Quinn sucked, but yeah, that's the only downfall with the Devils right now. And so we'll talk about our Penguins and Devils experience, Kyle, when we went to Pittsburgh Thursday.
Yeah, we definitely went to Pittsburgh Thursday. Awesome arena. Let's start with that. That arena is amazing. Everybody who knows me knows I am completely against anything Pittsburgh related. Not a Pittsburgh fan at all, but I will definitely give them a shout out for having an amazing arena, the light show, the introduction, what they did for Hughes, honoring his gold medal goal. I thought it was an amazing place. I mean, the drinks were a little pricey.
Little bit.
Little pricey, Dom.
Yeah, so there's this hockey stick. This is a brilliant idea for Pittsburgh. Like, I know the Seawolves do it too in Erie, but the Otters need to hop on this trend ASAP, or some kind of hockey restaurant that's maybe coming soon should hop on this trend. But what I'm going to say is there's this hockey stick, and they filled it with beer. The most cool thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, how much is that? 20-something bucks. I was like, sold. You pay for the experience. You don't pay for the damn drink. But I got the hockey stick at home, and I will remember going to that trip just because of the hockey stick. The Otters need to. Hey, the Erie Otters, hear me out. We can have a glove. We can have a glove. You know what I'm saying? Drop the gloves. Fill that bitch up. Just fill it up with alcohol.
Fill her up.
Sell it for like $15-$20. You can call like we'll come up with a name. Don't worry about that. Just let me sign. Say what they only have 2 sports at the rink right now, or just one? The Otters, or do they have another team? Kyle, like, do they have like that football team?
I don't know. We don't have a football team anymore.
No, because they have the Express.
We do have the Erie Express. But
yeah,
they don't play there. And we have the Otters, and I was thinking that the new basketball team that we got from Jamestown that was coming here was going to play there, but that didn't happen. They're playing, I believe, in Edinburgh right now, which I kind of want to get out to a game, so I think that'd be cool, support the local teams and check out something new in town. But I think the Otters are the only ones in the arena right now that I'm aware of, but don't hold me to it.
Hear me out, Otter staff. Let's get something like the Seawolves have. They have a bat. They fill it up with beer. The Penguins, they had a stick. Let's get a stick, or let's get a glove. Drop the gloves. Let's combine. Get that. Imagine that, Kyle. Just drop the gloves. Like, it's like you're paying for the. Yeah, it says drop the gloves on it. Whatever. Erie Otters.
Yeah, I think that'd be a
beer.
cool idea. It'd have to get some marketing and design into it, and definitely get into talks with them. But I think that would be something that would sell around here. Erie's
highly
we're a huge sports city, but we're also a heavy drinking city.
For sure.
We have a bar on every corner. Everywhere you go, there's alcohol. I mean, they started to sell alcohol in the stores now, which was a PA thing. But Erie is definitely famous for its drinking.
100%. And back to the Pittsburgh trip. So, yeah, the drive, everything was fun. The restaurant was fun. We'll get back to the restaurant part, but we're going to get to us going to visit our boy Mac Miller at Blue Slide Park. So we're going to tell our little story, and then I know Alberto's got a story about Blue Slide Park. Yeah, so speaking about that little experience, we brought the gang, and we had like shirts and hoodies, like all of our apparel, and like just being there and being a music lover myself, just like it felt like Mac was there, like it was this weird feeling, but like the spirit was there, I'm not trying to sound all a little weird here, but like going down the slide, it was really cool, and like that slide is so famous, and yeah, and what, Kyle, we took some pictures. That's where you got your profile picture?
Yeah. I was busy at work in that profile picture, taking pictures of everybody else. Blue Slide Park was definitely cool. The Mac Miller vibe was there for sure. Me being a huge Mac Miller guy. Probably my favorite artist for many years now. It was neat to be there. I went to the recording studio this past summer where the mural's on the wall, and we took some pictures there with my kids. But just being there, man, it was like you felt some type of way because that's his place.
Mm-hmm.
And the only downfall is Frick Park Market is now closed down, and I was highly upset about that.
Shame.
I know, isn't that a shame?
Yeah.
So, Alberto, tell me your experience there.
The first time that I was ever given the opportunity to go down there was back in my bigger partying stages. Yeah. And I'll never forget going down there. It was dead middle of winter. And I said, I'm going to go down the slide backwards.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't imagine this ending very well.
No. There was a shirt off and a lot of cement rash.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Dead middle of winter. Decided, I'm going to jump down the slide and threw myself back. As you can imagine, it did not end great.
So did you have to go to the hospital or anything, or you just shake it off?
No, I don't even remember doing it.
Oh my gosh.
He took it like a man.
He took it like a man.
Oh yeah.
He was a champ about it.
I think Mac would be proud.
Oh yeah,
for
100%.
Sure. Like
100%.
All right. So is that all you had for that story, or is there? I think there's more.
There's a few other things. A lot of stuff that I probably won't say on camera. But being in those places that an artist that we all hold so close to our hearts, it's like you were saying, you can really feel him at
Mhm.
these places when you're standing at his mural. It's like you're standing right next to
Like
him.
a concert almost.
Yeah,
Like, you know?
it is.
Yeah, 100%. It was some sort of great feeling just being next to where he recorded so many great songs.
Oh my
You know,
God.
granted, we didn't get to go inside, obviously, because it's a private studio, but I almost want to pay the fee for
How
a
much is it?
recording session. It's actually not that bad. It's only a couple $100 for
Like, will we be able to record too?
yeah, they record for you, absolutely.
Yo, you want to?
Dude,
Yo,
I'm
Kyle,
telling you,
let's do it.
listen, young
I'll
Kyle on the
drive.
beat. Let's
Yo,
go.
Kyle, like obviously, it's my lane, but I would love to make a song with you at that place.
I'll just like hop on the mic for a second, just make some weird noise, you know, like bloop, and then I'll be famous forever,
Was it the
building my
ad-libs?
legend career.
Yeah, you just add to your legend career. It's not like you have to do much. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like-
dude, I built that many moons ago. That's a legacy that almost lives up to Ovi's goal scoring legacy.
Yeah, like there's no lies detected on that one. I can tell you that. But all right, moving on. So actually, we're gonna get back a little bit to the Pittsburgh story. So the restaurant we went to, I don't know what burger I ordered, what was on it. I was a little tipsy. You know, me and Kyle had a few drinks. We had a few drinks.
We had a few, but wait, before we get into the food, let's talk about our entrance into the restaurant. What do you remember about walking into that restaurant, my dude?
All right. So I remember walking into that restaurant. We weren't supposed to go to this restaurant, guys. Like we were supposed to go to a place down the street, but we saw it connected to the arena. We're like, should we go? We were there for like 3 minutes. Hear me out, guys. So as this was developing, are we going here? Are we going there? Oh, this beautiful blonde just like pops out of nowhere with a number 86 Jack Hughes jersey, and I'm just like, that's my wife. That's my wife, you know? Like, you know me. So I was like, yo, can we go to this restaurant? Like, guys, you don't have to follow me, but I'm going to that restaurant.
Let me interrupt you real quick. I think it was we were walking down the street and you saw her and you're like, we're going here now.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have no choice. We're going here now. And it turned out to be a good choice, man. Food was good, drinks were good.
Dude.
But I'll let you finish the story now.
Yeah, so pretty much I saw it was this cute blonde and her friend, or mom. No, it was a cute blonde and her mom.
Yeah,
So-
and her mom had on a Penguins jersey,
Yeah.
which really confused me.
But like I walked in there and I was like, oh shit, like I should wait. And then she finally walked in. I was like, all right, I can make my sneak in there without it being a little weird. But then like I was like, I want a shot. Like I want a shot. But you know me, I'm just trying to see who's in the building, you know. And we go to get a shot and she's just standing over there on the side. And I was like, dude, this is my wife. Like I gotta move to Pittsburgh. Like
So
something.
like when we went to get the shot, you know, she was sitting over there and you were making pretty hard eye contact.
Mhm.
And you know, shout out mom. Mom came up to the bar to get a drink, and you know, she hooked us up with a shot and a drink.
Shout
You know,
out.
Appreciate you, mom. Got to give mom the shout out and the love when she
Shout
deserves
out,
it
Mom.
for sure.
No, that is true. She did come up to the bar, get us some shots, and then she decides to, which respect. If it worked, shit, again. But she went up to the girls and she's like, yo, your hair is beautiful or something like that. Like, I didn't know
She
this
told her
until.
she liked her devil horns on her head.
So, yeah, my mom has more Mac than myself.
Dude, your mom is macking
Crazy.
harder than you all day, every day, bro.
Like, what she should have done is be like, see my son over there or something like that? And I'm like, and then I would have walked right over there.
Yeah, mom missed an op on that one.
I know.
Right there.
So just a little opportunity, but she had more balls than me, so I can't diss her. But yeah, no. Going back to the burger though. Oh my gosh, I want to know what burger that was, but there's a rink that's the restaurant that's connected to the Pens Arena.
I'm pretty sure it was called Dugout. Or the Dugout. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. It was a little hard to remember after a few drinks, so.
Yeah. So Dugout. Listen, if you ever want to partner up, you want some shirts we could send down or bring down, let me know, because that burger, 10 out of 10.
Let's talk about the mural they had on their wall. The big ice rink in the background of the restaurant on the back wall. It was amazingly beautiful.
Can I be honest?
It sucked because it was a Pittsburgh Penguins
No.
mural, but
I didn't even see that. I wasn't focused on that prize.
no, you definitely. I was focused on the art, and you were focused on the other art.
Yes. So I did not see that, unfortunately, but from what the burger was and what the drinks were, I'm not surprised.
The Pittsburgh trip was awesome.
It was.
You know, Blue Slide Park, amazing. The arena, amazing. The game, not so amazing. You know, New Jersey lost, Pittsburgh won. We don't want to see Pittsburgh win. But we did get to see some great players. I think the only downfall of the trip was the ride home, man. Like, it wasn't the best, you know? It was just long and just not fun.
No, I agree. It was like, you know, it was like a weird night to a point, but the drive home just like was weird. It was like drug on and I don't know. It's just one of those drives that you just like
79's a straight shot. It takes forever.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, so the Devils tonight, they play Toronto, and we're on a 2-game winning streak, even though the past couple months have been awful for New Jersey. The boys are on a 2-game winning streak, and they play Toronto actually right now as we're speaking. I don't know the score or anything because I won't check until after the pod, but we play Toronto. Austin Matthews and the women's team is actually getting introduced with with Jack. So they're doing another thing tonight. That should be cool, you know.
I definitely am totally not checking the score right now on the game.
What is it?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're probably. What is it?
Final answer?
Yeah. We're winning.
No, you're not. 2-1, Toronto.
All right. That's fine. We're the comeback kids for a reason, and we have to win. There's no excuses anymore. We have to win 90% of our games if we're even gonna taste it, you know. So the Devils, you know, gotta get their shit together. But I'm excited for the trade deadline. So we'll see what happens. Even if we build for next year, I don't care. Make the moves now. Fitzgerald, I don't know if he should be a Devils GM at the end of the season, but that's not my job. But yeah, we'll move on from the NHL talk. And we're going to go into something that I've been waiting to actually talk to you about for a little bit now. And yeah, just from what you told me behind closed doors, I don't know everything, but I have so much respect for you, dude, for just your bottom to top comeback. Like,
absolutely insane story. Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna let you tell the audience whatever you have to tell them, but like from a brother standpoint, friend standpoint, high school standpoint, fucking happy for you. So
Appreciate it, bro.
all right, so we're gonna let you take the lead here on your story. First off, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast and even being here with the boys. Like,
on short
Thank
notice.
you for having me.
no.
On
Thank
short
you,
notice,
seriously.
too, you know. He answered the bell and got
Yeah,
here.
it was today,
ASAP.
dude.
Yeah, we called him today, and he was
So-
on it. So much appreciated, man. Like,
And we're gonna get
shout
you
out, first special guest, man.
first special guest. We're gonna get you your
Glad to be
apparel.
here.
So we're gonna get you. Give us a few weeks. It's coming for you. But we appreciate it. We go back, man. And I just want you to share your story. You were saying that you went through some problems when you're like before you like going
Yeah.
through like the drug problem and stuff. So I want you to elaborate and.
So a lot of it really started. So from the beginning, a big part of my life now is football again. Played football from when, man, I was a little kid all the way up until that first year of high school. Transitioned to wrestling for a few years, and then one thing led to another. I started a really bad, like, just drug habit. Started going down a lot of different rabbit holes that you don't want to go down if you're trying to make something of your life. Now, I spent a handful of years in active addiction and went to rehab, went to another rehab, still came back home and was right back in it. And I didn't get clean or start to clean myself up until my club brothers, shout out Savage Kings MC, until a lot of my brothers and my best friends really sat down and they were like, you have opportunities, you just have to open your eyes. And, still was going through life with this, like, closed-minded and closed eyes, like you're walking around in a dark room with your eyes closed, and so you really have no idea what's going on with your life. And it didn't really click until I found God. And
Valid.
you know, a lot of people will sit here and say, well, you need to stop drinking, and you need to stop partying, and you need to stop smoking weed so that you can go to church. That doesn't make any sense. Do you take a shower before you get in the shower so you're clean to take your shower?
Ha.
That's
Wow.
probably the best
Like-
line that we're gonna have on this
Ever.
podcast in a long time, man. That's a good one.
God is that shower for your life. You walk into the church, and like, I might get emotional talking about it, but my
No, go
first
ahead.
time when I started going back, I went to Grace Church.
Mhm.
And Derek Sanford is an amazing pastor, and I'm not here to sit there and say, like, oh, this group in Christianity is right and this one isn't. But I started to dig my teeth in a little bit, started reading the Bible every day, and back and forth, you're just constantly like, this verse and this verse and this verse. 1 John 4:4.
Mhm.
God he who is in the world, or he who is in you, is greater than he who is in the world. God is in all of us.
I agree.
We might not know it, or you might be blind to it at this point in time in somebody's life, whoever's out there. But it wasn't until I heard that and I said, you know, I gotta take it a step further. And growing up, I was raised in a Catholic family. You know, Italians were like Roman Catholic to the death. But growing up, I never really agreed with it. Something always felt off to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I became an adult now, and I'm looking at it, and I'm sitting there in Grace the one day, and I'm like, I need more. And I was watching a priest on YouTube talk, and one of the biggest things that is in the Bible that gets overlooked is the Last Supper.
I've heard of
It
that.
was such
actually.
a point that Jesus said, this bread is me.
Mhm.
This is my body. Take it and eat of you. Or take it, eat it, however he said it.
Yeah.
And the wine. This is my blood. A lot of people don't seem to think that that is a very important part. To be saved, to be truly saved, you gotta take Christ in your life. And it's more than just, oh, I go to confession once a week.
Yeah.
I go hit a knee in a pew on Sunday. When you do that and you take that sacrament and you take the time to really reflect on what you're doing, your life will start to change. That first day that I walked into St. Hedwig's down on Wallace, I walked in and I walked right into the church, right up to the front row, and sat there and looked at the altar. And I bawled my eyes out for 10, 20 minutes. And then I got up and went to confession. And it, whole nother thing. Because you don't realize the trajectory of your life until you're actually saying it.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there telling the priest my sins and what I've done with my life. And he looked at me and said, welcome home.
Welcome home. That's so.
It's that welcome home, and it just like a gut punch. And I was like, this is where I was meant to be.
This whole time.
The whole time. God was sitting there, and he was watching the path I was on, and he'd like reach over and, you don't want to do that. Go this way. He can't have this happen to him. Let's get rid of this. We all have a path that he has laid out. And there's certain people in your life that you have to meet that are going to bring you closer to Christ. Or they're going to plant something in your head 5-6 years later. You're going to see it. Excuse me.
You're good.
It's an amazing thing. And I've never felt better about my life until I started going to church again. And then when I built that foundation with Christ, it was only up from there. And a lot of it plays into every other part of my life, with football and with the gym and even with my club. I have the opportunity to set a standard that a lot of people got a misconception when like Sons of Anarchy came out.
Yeah.
That every biker is a gangster.
Mhm.
They sell drugs and guns and do all this crazy stuff that is obviously TV.
Yeah, like, it's like for the movies and the money and the show
Exactly.
more
But
than
I
what
mean,
real
shout
life
out
is.
though, that was a good show.
It was a
I
fantastic show.
love that show. Rest
It
in
was.
peace, Opie, man.
Yeah, facts. That was a hurt piece and a half. But like we're here, this club, Savage Kings, we've been here for 5 years.
Mhm.
We are here to show the community that we're more than just big bad bikers.
Yeah.
Like as I was saying, there's a lot of like just fathers and
Mhm.
dads putting out a good example for their kids in this lifestyle, because it's a lot of the images that, you know, dad's biker, we never see him.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. There's a lot of dads that they got their 9 to 5 and then they take care of their families. There is more to life
Mhm.
than what you see in these streets.
100%.
And it pains me to see so many young men in these streets losing their lives, whether it's gun violence or drugs or lack of
Suicide,
guidance
something.
or suicide. Like it's disgusting to me,
Mhm.
because we have such a great group of guys and you don't see it in the media.
Yeah, because the
You
media
don't-
wants to portray everything negative,
Exactly.
negative, just to make a couple bucks.
Yep.
That's it.
And I don't want to say Erie's like a lot of bad,
Mm-hmm.
but you only ever really hear about the
Mhm.
bad in Erie. And we're here to tell people that it's not all bad. That you don't have to, like, just because you're in a motorcycle club doesn't mean you're this type of person.
Yeah.
We have career-driven people. We have people that have their own businesses and started companies from the ground up, and they're doing amazing things. Shout out Ryan Shunk and Savage Customs.
Mhm.
And we have other brothers that are doing other things. We have people, we have plumbers, we have electricians, we got guys that work on cars, guys that work on bikes. There's so many different things and different avenues that you can take that aren't ever portrayed in movies or TV or
Yeah.
anything like that. And then you have guys that are starting from ground zero that, you know, they had their life together and then one thing or another, wife left, kids are gone, something happened. And you have a group of brothers to pull in on and be like, hey, I'm failing right now. I'm not
But
doing great.
We're not like you might be failing right now, right? But we're not gonna fail. We're
Not going to let you fail.
Yeah,
we're going to pull
brothers
you up.
type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, and I
And-
like that.
And
I do like
it's
that.
such an important thing for men, young men especially, have a good group of guys that are not in the same situation as you.
Yes.
To be able to have people to look up to and go, oh, well, Big Bro got his own business.
Mhm.
I'm going to talk to him and I'm going to surround myself with people like that. And then maybe one day I'll have my own business, or I'll see what it's like to do something greater than myself. And that's what football's all about, man. It's about the team, putting the team on your back, and you got like I said, a great group of guys around you. Pull yourself up and you pull together, get the job done.
I feel that on a hockey locker room standpoint
Exactly.
too. Like, some of my bestest friends. Oh my god, I said bestest. Some of my best friends I met when I was like probably 7 to 10. You know, and I'm still friends with them. Like, that hockey relationship that you build with your brothers or the families, even like, that's why I tell so many young kids to play hockey. Like, get into that, because you're gonna meet so many great families, so many great friends that you'll be in their wedding one day. Like, it's just so much more than hockey at the end of the day. And just like you're mentioning, like football, like it's the same thing. But at the end of this journey, football is not gonna always be there, right?
No, but
And you're
those
gonna have
guys will always
Yes,
be with you.
100%. That's the kind of like we're
Oh yeah.
clicking right there. So, speaking about sports, I wanna talk about, were you finished with your story? If not, I want you to keep elaborating.
Yeah, no, that's my story. Is
Before
just-
before, oh my god, I almost fucking bursted in tears, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna hold it right now. Like, that story hit me.
it's
That story hit me, and
and you know what? It's not a unique story in all reality. You got our coaches, Mike Hollywood, Al Jones, Taro, Paul Pennington. These guys, they want to see us young men and even older men. They want us to do better and succeed. Take this time that we have under their guidance and under their teaching and skyrocket up.
Not even like they don't even really care about, yeah, they'll care to a point what you do on the field, but they just want you to be better human beings at the end of the day than a player.
It's about building better men. And that is the goal with the MC. Whether it's the MC, whether it's football, whether it's your job, your goal should always be to build better men than yourself.
Oh,
So
I
real
like
quick
that.
on the MC topic, I'm gonna name drop someone and see if you know him the way I know him. Corey Starcher.
That is my best friend.
I love Corey. Me and him go way back. We used
yeah.
to work together back in the day, man. He was always a great dude, and I know he's got a kid or two now.
Yep.
He's married. Last time I knew, anyways. I mean, hopefully he still is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's a great guy. I think he had a little turnaround in life too. I don't know his past story, but I know when I was working with him, he was changing everything and getting better. So shout out Corey, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to really all you guys for not giving up for one, because it's very hard when you're at the bottom. Like when you're at the bottom, you feel like you cannot climb that mountain, let's say. And for all the adversity, all the people that probably doubted you guys, and all the haters, pretty much, like, to say a big F you to them and build your own life after that and just keep skyrocketing from being at that fucking dirty, or that, not that dirty point, but that low point. Like, there's nothing but love and respect from myself personally for you guys. So,
And
seriously.
it's a big thing to see. Like, Corey played a huge role in me getting sober. And for a long time, you watch people do their own thing, and it's like, oh yeah, that's my boy, he's wild.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it goes
He's got a
from, oh, he's
problem.
just wild, like, oh no, like,
Yes.
AJ's got an issue, we need to help him here. And he really he stepped up and kind of like put it out in front of me, like, you're destroying yourself. Let's reel it back in and make a change. And then to see, like, that day that conversation took place, it was a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. But if you have a friend in your life that you can't be called out by,
Yeah.
they're not really
Yep.
your best friend. Like, you can't call in my opinion, you can't call somebody your best friend if they can't look at you and go, you're messing up. Let's try this. Let's do this.
We're gonna get back to the Erie Express, because we just we found out about a month or two ago that you committed to the Erie Express, and this is your first year back in a while.
Oh,
yeah, man. Big
How happy
congrats
are
on
you, dude?
that. Big
Thank you.
congrats.
Thank you. I'm super excited. Growing up in a family that, like, my mom's side of the family was like super, like, both my uncles played football and they played college ball.
Sports heavy.
My cousins, like, I have a cousin that coaches at Edinburgh, and my two younger cousins, they're both, like, one's in high school going to college, going to go to college and play ball.
Oh.
And then my cousin Nate plays ball in college right now.
So is that
And-
like they inspired you just to like go at it again?
To look at it and go, you know what, like, I might be 25, I might not have ran or sprinted in a decade, but
I'm not giving up.
no,
Fuck that.
no, you can't give up. And when you give up on yourself is when you start to decline. And you see that a lot with, like they always say, when you retire and you stop moving is when you start to die. It's not when you actually take your first breath, it's when you give up on yourself. And
Wow. Dude.
looking back
Okay.
at it, you can't give up.
No, that is, you just hit, like, you might be the quote guy of the year on this podcast. Seriously, dude, like, what you're saying, some of the stuff that you're saying is at least giving a clear message to me.
Yeah.
And imagine what you're gonna do for people out there. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's just it. Is I'm not here to be the next big NFL star. My only goal is to show myself and my daughter that no matter what, and obviously like everybody else in the world, is no matter what you've gone through in your life and no matter what situation, I've gone through being broke. I've gone through drug addiction. I've gone through hopelessness. I've gone through depression and anxiety, been hospitalized. It doesn't matter what happens in your life. You can make the steps to better yourself. And it doesn't matter who's watching, because there is only one person that is watching you,
God.
and it's God.
Yes, sir.
And that is
Yes,
the
sir.
only person you should be worried about sometimes. And you know, there's a lot of young men that give up on their dreams playing football. There's always a program out there, whether it's, you know, JUCO, or you're going to like a D3 school, or you're playing in the PAFL. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can take the next step. You can push yourself to be better. Shout out to the Erie Express, because I would not be where I am right now and not be doing some of the things that I am doing unless I had the opportunity to
Without
play
that
football again.
motivation.
100%. And, you know, we got a great coaching staff. We got great players. We got a team full of studs. We're going to win a championship.
Championship
this
year?
I'm calling it. The comeback year is the championship year.
I have faith. I have no doubt in you. What I'm saying now is, like, from the passion that you're showing just from sitting here with a conversation, dude, I can only imagine you just hyped up on a football field with your
It's a
boys.
sight.
I can only
It's a
imagine,
sight.
dude. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like if you're this hype, just chilling right here, like your words are powerful, dude. I'm telling you. So if you go into the football field, that's gonna just fucking rise your teammates, and
Amen.
you know, I'm not trying to butter your cup here, but like, you, you know what I'm saying? But you seriously do got something
Hey,
special.
Dom, let's leave the quotes to Alberto, huh?
All right.
Butter my cup.
Let's still going in the pod.
With the amount of passion that he has, imagine being lined up across from him on game day.
Yeah, it's like
I wouldn't want to be in that spot.
It's
I
like,
feel bad for whoever has to line up across from me.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
heard it
It's
here
like
first on the DTG podcast, man. Don't
Think
line
about,
up
like,
across from him.
a bull. Think about a bull just like sitting there, just ready to, just ready to come after you. That's what I feel like.
Silently still until it's time
Yes.
to act.
Yes. At the end of the day, you're still the type to shake somebody's hand. Like at the end of the game, it's all right.
At the end of the day, all we're doing is playing a game. And we have to use that game to convey a message that's bigger than us.
Bigger than even the game. right?
Bigger than the game.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Bigger
let's
than the
We just made another quote right there.
Yeah,
Come
dude,
on.
he's full of quotes. Let's talk about what position you play real quick.
Yeah,
and,
what position
and,
do
you
you
know
play?
what you
So-
do out there and how you train and get ready for the games and stuff.
So I'm a lineman on the team. Right now I'm playing left guard. We'll see where I go from there. My goal is to be able to be utilized wherever on the team.
Team player.
And that's what it's all about, is being able to help out the team, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams.
Whether it's even filling up the damn water bottles,
Whether
right?
it's filling up the water.
It does not matter.
Everybody plays a part
Mm-hmm.
in each other's success.
100%. Dude.
All right.
and-
So you said
Ah.
that you're putting the championship out there this year, and one thing in Erie that we love is championships.
Yes,
so
sir.
we're in your corner all the way, and me and Dom have a little history with Erie and championships. So when you guys win
Yeah.
that trophy, you got to sneak me and Dom out on the field to hold it real quick so we can recreate our Erie Otters
Yeah, so-
championship photo, man.
We
Let's
won't
do it.
repeat it too much, but yeah, me and Kyle, like, when the Otters won the championship, we got to sneak on the ice and like lift the cup. So like,
That's awesome.
when you win that championship, me and Kyle are gonna be there. Obviously,
100%.
we gotta lift that shit.
Let's do it.
What's up?
Shout out me holding the trophy. And look at Dom right there in the background. You see him? No, not on the camera, on the picture, silly.
What?
You're in my picture, the
Oh,
championship. I'm showing
oh.
a picture.
My bad, guys.
We're a little unorganized right now. We'll get
This
it
is
together.
not a Coke. But no, seriously, what's your? So I know like you're excited, obviously, for the season, but like, what are you hoping to maybe gain out of this whole experience with the Erie Express?
Honestly, my only gain out of this is to be a better person. And honestly, like, it would be cool to go to the next level after not playing for a decade.
Yeah, that would be a
It
story.
would be sick.
Story, dude.
But realism. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But the fact is that I get to play football again, and I get to play football for such a great program, and I get to watch this program grow and grow and see where it takes me.
So, do you know when?
He's kind of motivating me to get back out on the ice, Dom.
Yeah.
Do it.
If the knee and back would hold up and my wife wouldn't kill me, I would definitely be out there.
Listen, Kyle. If he can play football,
you can
play hockey.
Yeah, how about you guys tell that to my wife and see how that goes?
All right, Nicole. Listen, Nicole.
Love you, babe.
Hey, we gotta have a chat, I guess. So
I have no clue who you are, but you need to let Kyle get back out.
that's
on
Kyle's
the ice.
wife.
Yeah.
Kyle's wife and their three
Only the most beautiful
kids.
woman in the world. That's
No,
who
seriously,
she is. That's
Nicole.
all we gotta know.
Let me take Kyle back on the ice a few times, please. Like, we gotta make content. 2, maybe his body is newer than ever. He's gonna get on that ice, and you never know what could happen. You don't. So let him try it. If he screws up, you say, "I told you so, Kyle. I told you so."
You know how many times she already told me I told you so when it comes to playing sports?
Yeah, but you're playing with a young gun now. You're playing with your boy now. So it's a different story now.
She's gonna wrap me up in saran wrap and plastic bubble wrap and put me in a bubble before she lets me go out there.
No. You gotta let him play a few more times.
I need that NHL doctor to come fix my knee, Shout out to my doctor. He did a great job. But them NHL guys, they got the big money doctors. So if they can fix me up and I'm good as new, I'll be on the ice.
We're going to finish off this feature. You told me a few facts about yourself earlier. And the stuff that we talked about, I'm going to leave off the fact sheet. But I got an interesting one for you. And I love this shit. Like, I love this fact because I'm a music geek. But, by the way, she is very talented.
She is.
You're an Adele fan.
I am.
And have been since her first big album.
Oh, yeah.
So, tell me about that. Tell me about it.
When I was a younger lad, the album with Rolling in the Deep on it, that was by far one of my favorite albums because it was the first really album that I got into that wasn't rap, rock, or country, or
what everybody was like hopping on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was something different. And then years later, YNW Melly came out, and he was like,
"Dude,
real gangsters listen to Adele."
Yes, he's
and
so
I was
true.
like,
shout out Melly.
You know what? Yeah, it's good. But she makes music for people that are going through things in their lives, and she, like, her words and the lyrics, and they touch your soul a little bit.
No, I agree with you. So I'm probably not as big as like a fan as you are, but I love Adele just because like she was one of the ones who were like nonstop playing on the radio when we were younger. Yeah. Nonstop, even the bus stops. It doesn't matter. She was always on, and her voice is just magical. Like there's nothing beating that. I'm saying like even Justin Bieber. Like Bieber back in the day, like he was one of those ones. Oh shit! If you liked him, you're not a boy or some stupid.
Yeah, it was weird to be a man and like Justin Bieber.
Yes, listen, I hit it for a little bit. Guys.
Listen, he had some bangers though. Come on,
dude,
man.
come on. He still
got bangers.
That newest album he put out is one of the top albums, right? Like,
I have to listen to it. I haven't listened
to it
in years.
Daisies. You have to listen to that album because it brings you back to when he first started, kind of. Okay. It's like nobody's controlling him. Like nobody's controlling what he can put out. He's on his own now. So that's what I mean by listen to his latest album. I'm so sorry I don't know what it's called because I should. I listened to that album straight up the whole night and there was not a skip. So even so, Justin Bieber back in the day, like you would never tell the girls that, like you'd never tell anybody that. Like you like Justin Bieber? Like seriously, it's one of those like that dude's talented as shit. Like
so let's play a little game here real quick while we have this on and going. What is one artist that you listen to that back in your day, besides what we already talked about, you wouldn't tell anybody you listened to, or what type of music per se?
All right, yeah, we gotta think about this for a second.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mine
My
uh-huh.
secret go-to music is polka music, man. Like I would never tell anybody in high school that I would vibe out to polka music, but as a little boy, my great grandfather would play polka hour every Sunday at the house, and the music and it just comes together, man. It just brings you back to old times. And wait, real fast before we finish that question, do we have a DZ country album dropping soon?
That's like the only, like I can make like country music to a point. Like it's not gonna be like yeehaw. No, it's not gonna be like that type of country music. But I can hop on a country beat with my style. Yeah, but no, not an album. Not definitely not an album. If anything, it'll be like a pop punk rap and something else mixed into one album for sure. But
I feel like some studio time is in our future here.
Yeah.
Now.
Dude,
we're gonna do some
trip
wild
to the
stuff.
Mac Miller studio.
yes, that for
Dude, I will
sure.
totally
But
do
I have
that.
a studio in my apartment. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
there you go.
so come over to my apartment, Kyle, and you can come too.
I'll be there.
You know, like even if you wanted to just fuck around or you actually want to be serious, come. I won't even charge. So Alberto, I got a question for you. We went to high school together. You know that we said that. But what are some funny stories from high school that you remember? Even if like it can't get you in trouble now, you're not gonna get ISS. So, what are some stories from high school that you're able to share?
Getting caught vaping in the parking lot of the intermediate. I remember pulling in the one day, and it was back when the big
Yeah.
box mods were a thing.
Oh my god!
And
dude.
you couldn't discreetly hit a box.
You can't
mod to
flush that
save
down
your
the
life.
toilet.
No, you can't. And I went and got one of like the real expensive ones too, because I thought I was cool.
Mhm.
And I remember pulling into the intermediate parking lot, and it was like 11th grade, I think.
Was it Spiker?
No,
No,
it was a teacher.
It wasn't.
It was a
Officer
teacher
Spiker?
that caught me.
Damn.
And I'll never forget it. She stuck her head in the back window of my Buick LeSabre, whole head in the back window of my Buick LeSabre,
What?
and was like, I hope that's not what I think it is. And I'm holding the vape, and I'm just turning around, and just big cloud of smoke just right into her face. I feel so bad about it now looking back.
You know who the teacher was?
I couldn't remember
Damn.
who she was. But I'll never forget. They were like, "Oh, we got to go out check your car," and the resource officer was like, "Well, if it's not there, then if I can't see it, then I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about it." And that was that. And I'll never forget when I got home, my dad had a vein popping out of his forehead, the size of Texas. I never heard the end of that one, but no, that was probably one of my better ones. Or the kid, you remember the kid that would shave his head on the he would shave his head in that walkway. His girlfriend would shave his head and he'd hiss at people.
Yes. Oh my god. Are you I don't know.
Remember his name. I
Does
probably
it start
say
with does it start with a J or no?
I have no clue. I could see his face perfect this day. He looked like Jar Jar Binks sat in his room for 20 years and ate saltines.
All right, you know who I'm talking. Hold on. You know what I'm talking about. But was it Jeffrey?
No, I forgot.
You know
about
you.
him. He would Naruto
You know who I'm talking
sprint
about.
to the lunchroom every day. I'll never forget watching that kid. He was sprinting into the
Yup.
lunchroom, and he slipped on something and just face planted, but his arms still stayed back. And I was like, "Wow,
Dude.
this place is a zoo." Like,
So I know exactly what you're talking about because my buddy or Joe and I would just like we were in one class together, and we'll get to another story with that class. But he would always like be like this, but like it was awesome. Like trust me, it was awesome. Now to think about it, but back then you're just confused. But he just had his shit ready, and he just bolted. He was the first one in line, the first one to get lunch, the first one to
body checking
Dude,
kids out
he
of the
would-
way.
He would body check kids just to get his chicken sandwich first.
Oh
And
yeah.
I respect it. Nowadays, I respect it.
Oh yeah.
Back then, I was like,
I
what
don't
do you...
know if I'd body check people for the McDowell chicken sandwich, because I distinctly remember a few days getting that, and it was cold, and I'd be the third person in line.
Do you remember like the circle pizzas by chance?
Yes.
Or was that
You can order all of the school lunch stuff online.
no shit?
Yeah, because I've been trying to find the. My one buddy found me the cheese dunkers from high school.
No.
Yeah, if you air fry them, they're so much better.
Oh my god! And they just What do you think they did with those? Like, we don't know what they like.
Oh, I
how
have no
how did
idea.
they cook our food?
I think it was like large ovens.
Do you think they were just like, and then it's like, fuck these kids? Sometimes?
I'm sure at some point in time, we had a lunch lady or two hawk a loogie on a chicken sandwich that she knew somebody was gonna grab.
Yo, so I got one for you. You ever try? I do not recommend this, kids. This is not what I'm doing this segment for. But have you ever like stole cookies?
I don't think I ever took the cookies. I remember one of the seniors taught me how to swipe sandwiches. You get the one and you grab it, but you grab the one right behind it and just into the backpack real quick.
The seniors used to teach us some
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
stuff. But when we were seniors, we just passed it down.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
we can't be disappointed. But like the cookies were, it wasn't high school. I don't think the cookies happened, but it was when I was in middle school. It was easier. I didn't steal, but I saw people do it. I don't have the balls to steal, guys. That's just me. But I've seen
I didn't see nobody steal nothing.
no,
No,
we don't
never.
we don't see anything. We're loyal. Anyways, but yeah, no, high school, back to high school, it was like, oh, I got a story actually about the one class me, Joe, and Jeffrey were in. And one day I would love, Jeffrey, I want you on a podcast, dude.
I see him walking around
Yes.
12th and Peninsula.
If you just
all the
see
time.
this and you message me, I'll have you on a pod. But anyways, we were all in a class, and we were in this some class in the intermediate. It was some marketing. It wasn't like an important class, but it was fun. Anyways, I have a story about that class, and Joe and I just like, we were in high school, and then we had to walk down, so it was like, screw this, dude. So we were hungry, and we literally ordered Hungry Howie's pizza to the school. And like, obviously we weren't going to go pick it up, but secondly, we weren't going to leave the school. And we're sitting on the parking lot, just ripping the vape and just doing our own little thing. And let alone, we look at the phone, we're 20 minutes late to class. We're like, oh shit. I'm panicking. Like my dad don't like that. No. So I'm panicking at the time. And then Joe's like, dude, just calm down. Well, he just calmed down. And then the pizza finally shows up. We're like 30 minutes late now. Guess what we do with the pizza?
What?
We walk into class with the pizza. So we walk
Naturally.
down. Yeah, we walk down with the pizza, and we go in. She's like, "Where have you been?" I have the pizza, by the way. What? Of course, I have the pizza. Joe walks in first. I'm behind him with the pizza, and we sit at the side, like when you first walk into the left. So we're just trying to like sneak in, and he just sits and then covers me.
Class was it?
Didn't work. It was it was one weird class at the bottom. It's like kind of by the
One of the electives.
yes.
Yeah.
It's right next to the ROTC room. It's some kind of weird class, but anyways, we use a computer a lot in that class. I don't know, but it's not computer class. Anyways, she's like, "Where have you guys been?" And then she sees the pizza box. And she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "God damn it!" So obviously, in those two situations, we got called down to the office. Plus that situation in the classroom. She's like, Joe told me to shut up. He told me to shut the fuck up because I used to have a little tendency just to explode before everything gets, so he was like, shut the fuck up. I'll take care of it. Cause he was smart as fuck. So it's like, I shut up. She was like, blah, blah, blah. You guys are going down to the office. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, we finished our pizza in class. Like,
No, at least
And
we'll
then-
let you finish lunch.
I think it was the next day we got called down to the office. Joe also said, "Shut up, don't say anything," because he just knew how I would react. And he went into the office, and we only got I think we only got a detention out of it. Like literally could have got suspended. Literally could have got OSS for skipping,
That's insane.
bringing pizza into the class. She only gave us a detention, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it. Thanks, Joe. Joe definitely got us out of that detention because we were sitting in there, or OSS. We were sitting there, and I was like, you know me, I have my foot tapping, like I'm ready to talk, but like I know he wouldn't want me to. and he got us out of it. So shout out Joe. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to
For real,
homie,
dude.
For real.
Yo, we got you.
You know how crazy that is? Because me and my one friend, her and I used to, we would leave, like the one day we skipped, left in tutorial, and we went to Chick-fil-A on Peach Street, sat down, ate lunch, and then didn't go back for the rest of the day, and nobody said anything about it.
Huh.
We would disappear for like, I remember there was a while my senior year. You remember when we used to get you'd have like the internship, and then you'd have senior internship, and I would leave. Yeah, and I would leave. I'd leave at tutorial, and I'd go to my internship. I'd go to Little Caesars, go home, and sit in the basement of my mom's house and play Xbox and eat pizza.
We probably learned way more than the internship.
I'm sure I did. I don't even work in that field.
Yeah.
Now.
Just like me, like I went to college for sports business, and like, why? Like I got this without college. It's like I didn't graduate. I didn't, like honestly, I respectfully dropped out of college, and just I didn't, I felt like I was there for hockey, and I lost my love for hockey, like playing at like not professionally, but at a high level. And it was a bad last year of hockey, so I just wanted to get out of there. But my major was sports business, and I'm like, why did I do that? I should have went into something like criminal justice or something else, because like this I would have got, I think, no matter what. But it's like, frick, man, like if I would have put my passion into something else, where else could I be? Like I'm happy where I'm at. Like I got a career job and stuff, but like there's more aspects. Like I love the field of, I would never want to be a police officer, but I want to do like something with like what is it, CSI, or is that the show?
The
like NCIS, whatever. There's a show.
Forensic science.
Yes. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit, guys. Pardon me, but forensic science is correct, Kyle. So I took a class in like high school and college, and I was like, dude, why did I not take this as my major? So we're gonna get into a few ending segments. So we'll talk a little bit about the Erie Otters. So as you guys realize, this episode, we didn't use the TV. We're getting it fixed right now. But it's going to be literally the next episode. You'll see everything working again. Anyways, I want to pull up the standings. I want to pull up the stats so you guys can see. But I can just tell you from the brain that I think the Otters are still in last place. And we're ready for next season. No, I'm just kidding. I guess.
We are so ready for next season. It's we're looking on a rebuild. So hopefully the team utilizes those draft picks well and makes a few off-season acquisitions and roster adjustments. I did see today, I believe it was, Callum Hughes had committed to a college. Which
that hurts.
Kind of hurts my heart. I really love Callum. As long as we don't lose Ritter Coombs too, man. That's my boy.
Oh, speaking about that dog. Like, we were at that Otters game, Saturday it was? And
yeah, it was Saturday, and Ritter hit him with that left hook.
Dude, that game, no matter if we win or lose, I don't care anymore. This year. I don't care anymore this year. Like, don't get that twisted. We got to win next year. But this year, like, I like the few personalities that I see when I go to the games now. Like, there's a few that just, like, play hockey. They just play hockey. And they put their body on the line. They fight. Like, yeah, hockey's not all about fighting, but like when you defend your teammate or maybe fight when we're down by 2 or 1, that's a hockey player, dude.
It's a momentum shifter, and every team needs a momentum shift here and there. And let's shout out the Erie Otters real quick. Send me Ritter Coombs for an episode.
Yes,
just one episode with Ritter.
Let's get Ritter on the pod. Let's get a few of the Otters on the pod, and even the staff. Like, any of the staff want an opportunity to come on and share your story even, or just talk with the boys. Just come on down. Like, we want all personalities. We want all stories. Everything that you feel like you need to get out to a certain market. That's what we're here for to a point, So, also, like, we love great stories. It's just like, who doesn't want to sit down and talk, like, if you don't want to talk, like, I get it, but you need to talk. you need to get out there and talk, because
100%.
the more you talk, the better life gets. And I know we're getting into a little sentimental time here, but the more you talk, the more you're going to feel better. And I was a horrible guy with like shelling my feelings for so long. And just because I'm a man, that stupid ass statement that you're a man, you can't have feelings, you can't cry and all that. Nah. So I finally grew out of that stage, and I finally started to show my emotions and talk to people, even my parents. Like my parents, I didn't talk to for a while, and then I finally opened up to them, and it's just a huge weight and barrier off your shoulder. And just talk, dude. Like, I know it's the most cliche thing ever. Get out, get help, talk, blah blah blah, but they're dead ass serious, dude. Like, I remember from my story, like just being at my bottom and talking and talking and talking and getting out of my bad habits made me the man I am today, and I'm blessed. So the story you were telling earlier, that's why it's influential to me.
100%. Talking about your feelings in the right setting will do tremendous things for you. And bottling those things up does nothing but hurt you. It does nothing. And we need to, it starts small. Shifting this pandemic even, we'll call it.
I like that. Yeah.
Of men taking their own lives.
Yeah.
Because they are scared to explore the issues in their own lives. And it's something that affects all of us in one way or another. And it just needs to stop. We need to band together as young men and old men, and we need to take a stand against not being vulnerable with your brothers.
And this stigma about like, I pretty much like men should be like held to a higher standard and not cry and not show up their feelings and be strong, like you have to be strong for the next one. Like, yeah, we're going to be that anyways, but like it also feels selfish that like sometimes we're called like pussies for expressing our feelings. Like, that part pisses me off, because everybody should be able to just express their feelings and their thoughts to anybody in the world without getting the comment of, you're a man, get stronger, or you're a man, like tighten up type of shit. And that needs to stop, because like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. It's the most cliche thing somebody could say, but we're all human beings.
The world was built on the backs of people that carry themselves in such a way that it is to bottle up your emotions and bottle up the problems in your life so that you just get the job done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you know where I'm cooking. Yeah.
What this world really needs is bros building up bros 24/7. Instead of beating each other down and not listening to each other, build each other up, motivate each other. Just like Alberto's story here, his brother saved him, and that's what we need more of in this world, is bros saving bros and helping bros out.
100%. You get the right group of guys behind you and anything is possible.
When the boys want to hang out with the boys, even if they're not big talkers, that can still be very beneficial for guys to hang out with other guys.
Yeah,
and
I got
just
a story.
Be around the same, same conversation, same likes and dislikes, and sitting here with you guys, we're talking sports.
And we're
talking life stories.
And it feels
very
so good.
Therapeutic, man. Very therapeutic.
So, coming back to that and all of our stories, so, like me, when I was in like a little relationship, whatever, it was like you don't feel it until obviously everything's gone and done. But like you're like, when you hang out with your friends during the relationship, you're like, oh, this is cool. But then you hang out with them when the relationship is done, and it's like, why am I constantly hanging out with like this girl? Like, why am I constantly not blowing off your friends, but like
you prioritize your time in a different manner.
Yes. Why am I putting that to a higher standard than hanging out with my friends? And like that really got me because my friends are the ones who like actually like wanna make yourself better slash make the moment more enjoyable. I don't know how to explain it without being rude, but like it's to you know what I'm saying? Like
it's almost a biblical thing
mm-hmm,
because the idea of a relationship and marriage,
mm-hmm.
like Kyle and his wife are one.
Yes. 100%.
So you have to prioritize your time differently, i.e., like spending more time at home and investing in that relationship because we are not whole.
mm-hmm.
As men walking around this earth, we are not necessarily whole by ourselves. We need something. Men belong in a pack.
I agree.
And in a
I agree
tribe,
with that 100%.
and that
dude.
is why marriage is such a, I don't want to say biblically important thing, but it is like having that group of people and or having your
the
family.
consistency.
It's the consistency and the people around you that allow you to be vulnerable in spaces so that you can be strong in other spaces.
I have a question for you, Kyle.
I have an answer for you, Dom.
Do you think the Otters will be here by the end of their next contract, or do you think they will sell the team?
Everything in me says they won't sell the team. They have a great ownership group in the Waters family. They know how important having a hockey team is to this community, in this city. The Erie Otters, they have a really good fan base. The fans show out. We show up, we show out. We pack that place. Sweet Caroline comes on, we go nuts. Well, we'd be lost without the team, man. But no,
I agree.
I don't think they'll sell anytime soon. I really hope that the Waters family does keep it here long term.
Please do. Please do. And another thing, Erie fans, I got something for you. So before somebody comes after me, oh, you've only been to a few games this year. Yes, I've been developing my business. I've been focusing on my life this year for the first time in like 20 years. So yeah, I haven't been to as many games this year. But for the fans who consistently go and decided to stop, I don't like that. I wouldn't if I didn't have a career path, I promise you. But the fans that like just show up when we win, I do not respect that. I've been through so many bad seasons of Erie Otters hockey, and then when we finally got rewarded in 2016, it felt like I was on the top of the ladder, like for no reason. And it felt good that I was so consistent. Kyle could probably touch on this too, that you feel so dedicated, finally going through all those bad years, and then championship season for 5 years happens. We finally win, and yeah, we got on the ice. And do you think I feel bad for getting on the ice? No, not at all. But
no, we totally conned our way onto the ice, and that is okay.
Did we sneak on the ice? Yeah, but out of all people, honestly, besides the parents, billets, and all the importance, we deserve to be on that ice. And I think that more Erie fans need to start showing up no matter the outcome of our standings. And that's always been a problem in Erie. Always been a problem. And if you want the Otters to stay in Erie, actually, show up. Because this year is probably one of our lowest attendance seasons, I would guess. I could be wrong. But there's no shot that it's been even close to the past couple of years. But yeah, no, we just want Otters hockey to stay in Erie, but they need to stay in Erie, but also they need the support of the fans. So just go to the games, man. Like, support them even if they're down. I went through my stages of supporting them when they were down. So I think it's for the new fans especially. If you're just joined in the Connor McDavid era, if you joined in like the 5-year era where we were good and you're not coming to the games now, shame on you. That's all I gotta say.
So here's the thing too with going to the Otters games, you may not be going to watch the Otters win.
Yeah.
But you know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see future NHLers that you don't even know are gonna be in the NHL. The guys that are young or the guys that are really good that are going to the show. You're gonna see them live and in person, and that's
I got a good example.
They can't take from you.
I got a good example, Kyle. Matthew Schaefer. He was on our team for 2 years or whatever it was, and he had an injury. Now he's one of the best players in the NHL.
As a matter of fact, I think I looked up his stats today, and I think he only has 29 career points as an Erie Otter.
Yeah, and look at him now. He has 40, 50 points as a defenseman rookie.
Yeah, and to lead on to the example a little bit, somebody that's not an Erie Otter that I never thought in junior hockey was going to be as big of a star as they are today. I mean, he may not be a big star to some people.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big star in my eyes, but back when Plymouth still had their team, the Plymouth Whalers, Tommy Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
I got to see him play before he was even selected by the Capitals and became Tommy Wilson.
Dude, you know what's crazy about that is I remember when he played for the Whalers. That's a insane take because I remember when Sagan played for the Whalers, Tom Wilson
Sagan.
played for the Whalers. Yo, that's a I respect that. I'll give you a dap up later. That was a good shout out for real because that's OG. And if you don't know the Plymouth Whalers, you won't know the Belleville Bulls. You won't know the who else was there? There's one more team, the Hamilton Bulldogs. Who they used to be?
The Hamilton Bulldogs, weren't they Mississauga?
No. Oh, I'm dumb. Hamilton was Belleville. So
Yeah, Mississauga, they had the Steelhead.
Mississauga Steelheads, now they're Brantford. There was one more little switch, maybe. If not, then I'm just being goofy. But anyways, just show up, guys. We need more. I miss when the EIA was packed every damn weekend, every weekday game, and I get it. We had 10 NHLers in the future on our team, but how do you expect these kids to get to feel that level if they don't have the support of the city, that they're trying to build a name on, So that's my take on that. Is show up no matter what, and we need to get back the crowds that we know that Erie can get. And Erie Otters, let's do some promotion deals. Let's do some ticket deals. Drop the gloves in. We'll do whatever. Let's get more fans there, baby.
I got a hot take for Alberto here. We're going to put him on the hot seat.
Let's do it. You're on the hot seat, baby.
Mr. Express player over here, left guard for the Express.
Let's go.
Earlier in the podcast, I'm pretty sure you predicted a what for the Express this year?
Oh, we're getting a ring this year.
So what do you think the Otters are going to do next year, man?
I think that the Otters have the opportunity with the talent that they have on their team right now to build themselves up to getting a championship next year.
He said building up to getting a championship. He didn't say that we're getting a championship next year, guys.
Here's a hot take from a hot legend right here, okay? You're going to hear it here first.
Here we go again.
Express, championship. Boom. Written in stone. No doubt about it.
I have no doubt about that one.
Next year, Erie Otters playoffs. At least.
At least. So there's all right. This isn't you have to make playoffs next year. There's it's been a decade, guys. We made playoffs one time. You can't count the COVID season. Stop counting the COVID season.
And hear me out on this one. Another Seawolves championship.
Yeah, 100%. The Seawolves have been literally one of my favorite sports teams for the past 3 years, and obviously we're from Erie. I like the Seawolves anyways, but that their team's been ridiculously stacked for the past couple of years, and I never liked baseball, guys. You gotta understand this. I put myself in a situation where I wasn't familiar and comfortable, but then I started to go and learn the sport, and I was like, oh my god, this is cool. And then I got rewarded. I'm not a real fan yet, but when I was going, I got rewarded for actually going to the regular season games, guys. And I was like, oh, crap. I came back for playoffs, went the whole run, and they won the championship. That was a little bit rewarding. You got to understand. You commit yourself, your money, your anything to these guys, they're going to feel that. They're going to build off that, and they're going to want to win. We got to bring Erie back to a full winning culture. That's the goal. 2026, 2027, let's bring the Erie gang back to winning culture. We know we can do that. So, Alberto, I want to know, you play for the Erie Express now. When is your first couple games? I need to know the schedule. Me and Kyle need to come to the games.
Yeah, because we're going to show up and show out.
100% for you guys, for real.
So, guys, we got our first preseason game is away, but our first home game preseason is May 2nd against the Youngtown Patricians. And then our first home regular season game is against this team from Columbus on May 2nd.
So I noticed something. This team from Columbus. There's gotta be something boiling down there. If their team name is this team from Columbus. Come on, elaborate.
All I'm going to say is get your fire extinguishers ready.
You ready for that
We're
game?
putting out some
I am
flames this year.
You ready for that game?
Oh, yeah.
So you think, is that a game that me and Kyle should be at?
100%.
100%?
I think all of Erie should be at that game.
Can you tell us where the game is and what time again?
So our game is May 30th,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it is at the Prep Center.
Okay. If not, we will let you guys know.
I will release more details when I get them.
All right. So, me and Kyle will be there. 100%. We got you. And this feels like an Erie London rivalry type of game. So
It
feels like two teams that don't like each other?
I wouldn't say don't like each other, but I wouldn't say we're the best friends.
stems from past history.
Sure.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, either way, we are so excited to come support you guys. So that's another thing. Sponsorships. Like we're slowly getting into doing sponsorships, but if there's players or like a team, anything that you guys want to talk about, a sponsorship deal of some sort, hit us up. The email is dropthegloveshockeyco@outlook.com, or you can come to the storefront at 4801 Peach Street, or you can hit me up at 814-882-5124. So we're always down for sponsorships and as well as events. If you guys want Drop the Gloves at events, selling some apparel, some hockey equipment, even some hockey accessories, lacrosse accessories, it doesn't matter. If you want us there, be sure to reach us at our email or phone number that I mentioned before. And we just love to. We go to Celebrate Erie every year, and it's just a blast. So tournaments, anything else that you guys think that we'd be beneficial at, call us. We're there. And we just love to support whatever we could support. On top of that, we got skate sharpeners here at 4801 Peach Street. Come get your skates sharpened. We got radiuses as half inch, 3/8, 5/8, and 9/16 so far, and we're gonna work on getting some 3/4, 11/16, and all the above for you guys. So keep requesting stuff. The more that you guys request, our store should have, we're gonna get for you guys a week or two later. So just let us know and all of that. We also do custom apparel. So if you guys have a company, teams, anything that you guys need made on a t-shirt press, be sure to reach out. We will be glad to do that. And our return time won't be too long. So just hit us up for those needs. And then used equipment, new equipment for hockey, lacrosse, and golf. We will eventually be bringing in some golf stuff. So if you have any used golf stuff that you want to see if you can get a few bucks for, bring it in. Lacrosse stuff, bring it in. Hockey stuff, bring it in, baby.
Hey,
Kyle.
listen, your boy here needs some golf lessons, okay?
Me too.
Somebody needs to get me out there and
Fluffy.
show me a thing or two.
Fluffy, teach us how to play golf, dude.
Please.
Me and Fluffy are
Send
actually,
help.
we're undefeated in scrambles. I'm bad. He's great. We're undefeated in scrambles. We won some money. Shout out Nick T. So, yeah, that's what we have. Our storefront is open from Tuesday through Sunday. We're off Mondays. So Tuesday through Friday, we're open from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then the weekends, we are open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So come on down to 4801 Peach Street, Suite 3. And we are right on the left side of Steel City Pizza and on the right side of the Career Development Place. So come on down and see us. We'd be glad to take care of you.
And during the weekend times, I'm only signing autographs for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, so the legend will be there probably from 10 to 10:15. He's a little stingy, but he'll be there for the first 15 minutes to sign some autographs if you guys actually want an autograph. If you do get an autograph from him in the first 15 minutes, take a picture. We'll get you a free shirt. Who said that? Who said that? But, yeah, if you listen to the podcast, you take advantage, you get a free shirt. That's the deals, baby.
I think that's a good first week promotion for the podcast. You
It
know?
is.
First
It is.
weekend, once
It
it
is.
comes out.
So,
You won't get me here on Saturday, though. I will not be here this Saturday. I have
So-
prior commitments, so
So for the next, we'll say until April, till the end of April.
it's actually a private autograph signing, but don't tell anybody.
True, it is private, but until the end of April, if you catch Kyle here on a weekend, you get his autograph, you post it, you tag drop the gloves in Kyle, you get a free shirt.
From
But
10 a.m. to 10:15
that's our pod-
a.m. only.
Yes, it's literally 10 a.m. to like 2. So you only get that for a month, guys. You want a free T-shirt? It's simple. Ask this legend for his autograph. Who you could sell it on eBay and make your money back and triple it. You got an autograph? How do you feel?
I feel amazing now that I got an autograph,
Like-
and it is going straight to eBay.
You were literally telling me like you've been waiting. You've been waiting for this autograph for months.
Since I was a kid.
Oh, not months, actually.
Since
years.
I was a kid. I've been
Wow.
waiting.
And
That just makes me feel old, okay?
so yeah, episode 1, has been amazing, and to have a special guest, unreal, and especially like a special guest who I went to high school with and grew up with to a point, And I have a question for you, like, what is your final message to either the adults out there, the kids out there, from what you've been through? What is your final message to them in aspects to what you've been through?
I would say my final message is it doesn't matter whether you came into this world with nothing or a silver spoon. It doesn't matter whether you have played at the highest levels or you took a 10-year break. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to be a business mogul or you're just trying to collect a paycheck to support your family.
100%.
No matter what you do, you can put your mind to it. Or no matter what you put your mind to, you can achieve that goal. As long as you stay rooted in your faith and you have the correct people in your circle, the world is yours. You just got to grab it and take it and run. And there's more to life. This is a message for the kids.
Mhm.
There's more to life than these streets can ever offer you.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to life than selling drugs will ever offer you. There's more to life than that guy that you think is your mentor.
Is not.
He is not.
He's actually trying to stab you in the back at the end of the day.
To all the kids out there, these streets are not where it's at. Take your time in school. Get everything out of your education, whether you're in school or you're going back to school. Get everything you can out of there. Ask for extra work. Take time out of your day to put in that extra time so you can learn something and go further in your life. Take it from somebody that wanted to be funny in school and then spent some years doing some hard labor. It's not worth it. Become something better than yourself and put your focus ahead of the game, and God will not let you down. He will not.
If you're loyal to him, he'll be loyal to you.
Amen.
100%. And no, coming back to everything that we discussed this podcast, I know I said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it whenever. Proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
beyond fucking proud of you. And there'll be, the mic, there'll be nothing that will take that away. And from somebody who just like came from a story where I didn't think I was going to get out of something, I just didn't. You brought that to a reasoning of why I made it out. Don't be afraid to talk. Do not be afraid to talk. Even if you don't want to go to your closest people for help, go to somebody. I promise that somebody will be the most important person in your life. Promise. What a pleasure it's been, episode 1. Episode 1 has been amazing, especially with the special guests. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching and hearing all of our story, hearing all of our updates. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have you guys come into the storefront every day and just show continuous support, and we will not let you down. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I want to give 2 special shout outs to the co-host, the legend himself, Kyle. Kyle, give your little outro.
Yeah, absolutely, Alberto. Thank you definitely for coming on, especially on the short notice. Hearing your story and being able to share it with hopefully a big audience here is great, and we love having you. I think you did phenomenal. I think Dom did phenomenal. Of course,
Oh,
I'm a
thank you.
legend, so I did phenomenal. But
Here we go.
here we go. No, absolutely. Thank you very much for coming out tonight and being on here. And we look forward to your upcoming season and seeing where everything takes you from here.
Thank you, brother. Seriously,
for
for
having
coming
me.
on. Like, oh my God, you guys gotta understand. Like, the high school homies you won't ever forget. One of these guys right here. So, I really do appreciate you coming on, and I'm so excited to go to your game.
This season's going to be a great one for sure.
Yeah, close it out for the boys and the girls out there.
Thank you guys for having me, first and foremost. Again, I want to shout out the Savage Kings Motorcycle Club. Been my home and my safe haven and my space for growth. Thank you and shout out to the Erie Express. Shout out Coach Hollywood.
Alberto, once again, thank you, brother. And
Glad
it's
to
been
be
a
here.
pleasure, and I'm so excited to follow your continuous upwards journey.
Hang that jersey up
Yeah.
on your wall, all right?
Oh, I'm going
Hang
to.
that signed jersey up for real.
Oh, it'll be up there.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1 of GTG TV, and we'll be back next week with episode 2. Hey, clock it. There we go.